So the surveillance system for the guardhouse will be installed here. This is where the display screen will be. So the cables have been pulled, all the cables that have been pulled that arrived yesterday, and as you can see, they're somewhere there. So we pulled all the cables up to this point, and so that means all the cameras for the exterior security setups comes to this point. So that's some work that has been done, and all these cameras I will show you where they are going to. So we have two cameras up there. There's one there. There's another one up there, and then we have another camera just outside here, just outside the security gate house. And then we have another camera behind here, so that at least this area is covered. So all those cables run through the wall, then goes down to this lower point. Then from this lower point, it goes all the way to that corner, and then to that extreme corner. So there's a camera on that extreme corner, and then the last cable proceeds to the last corner, of the compound. Now all those cables runs up to this place. So that's work that has been done from yesterday. And then also the other two cables that come from the extreme corner, that are the extreme on my right hand side of the compound, the extreme corner. We have two cables, two cameras. That one will be covering the road towards the other hand, and then one will be covering this area just on the tarmac. So we have two cameras that will run from there, the two cables that will run from there up to the main house. Then so we have a surveillance system. One of the first surveillance system will be installed in the gate house, and now the second one will be inside the house. So this is where the main work has been going on, because here we have like 30 cameras. So 30 cameras, if you can see, I don't know whether it will be possible to see all of them, because they are a bit tiny. They're a bit tiny. We have some cameras on top of the pillar there, some all around the house, and then we have other cameras around this side. Yeah. So there's cable pulling going on. This is another camera. So these were part of the cables that were bought before. So that's another camera being pulled from this point. It goes into the server room of the main house. Tom, how are you? And then there is another cable that has been pulled here for another camera. It's been placed there. There's also another cable here that has been pulled going to the main house. So all these cables, they're on the ground floor, but they go up to the first floor. Okay, the gypsum of the first floor. Then it goes to the first floor, ground floor, then first floor. So it's quite a bit of work that has been done. There's also another cable up on that extreme side that has been pulled, and then the other side. So all these cables, this is the science behind it. And there are cables, the camera cables inside the house. There's a Wi-Fi cable here. So this cable, like the cameras that we just discussed there, once they're on the extreme side, they're on the outer side of this window, as you can see, somewhere there. Then it's pushed towards the roof. So once you push it towards the roof, so there's one person that has to be down there to be managing the cable. Then the other person has to be here. This is the roof of the first floor. This is of the ground floor. Sorry. So this is the roof of the ground floor. So this roof of the ground floor, someone has to be up here so that the cable can be given direction. After that, there has to be someone again on the first floor, and that repeats for all the cameras within the house. Like right now, it's going on for this camera that we just passed the gentleman holding here. So someone has to be up here on top of this ground floor roof to direct the cable to the first floor. And then again. So when the cable comes up here to these roofs, someone has to be on top of these roofs, of which the entry point, I'm just looking for the trapdoor where they go through. Mambo huku trapdoor ya huku ni wapi? Ya trapdoor ya kwenda juu, ile njia yako. Okay, acha nitafute. Okay, so there's a trapdoor here. So this is the trapdoor. So this trapdoor goes to the roof. So there's another guy that has to be picking the camera. George! Ini kanye? Ngamanika? Ini kendi? Bianet kikinyon gimoro. So there's another gentleman that has to be here. So that is the third person on the team. One is on the ground, the second one is on the lower floor, and then this guy. Yeah? Where is you? And wapi nguo yako? Wapi dust coat?
Wamechukua sina.
Dust coat yako iko wapi?
Sina hapa juu.
Usiwahi panda hapa juu bila dust coat. Uminjo record? Ngamanika kendo? Okay, so the gentleman is here to receive the cables that dingena to mate. That is receiving the cables from the other side, then directs it to the server. So all the 30 cameras must go through that process. All the 30 cameras must go through that process. Remember, we need to have cable for this house. So when the cables arrived, so all those 30 cameras, all of them, yes, including this one, all of those cameras must go through the same process. One person must be down, one person must be on the first floor, one person must be on the first floor or ground floor roof, then the other person must be on the first floor roof. Then these cables are dropped to this point. So they have to be arranged there so the cable can be received here. So it's quite a process when you do that for 30 cables, for 30 cameras, then it's quite a process. So that's what has been going on. This is part of the cable that has been pulled. This is where we have one of the cameras to cover this area. And then that is also, if you look at that point, there is another camera that is showing cable has been pulled there, and there are two of them. So that is the process that has been going on. It's even going on right now. The gentlemen are on the roof in various areas, various regions of the house, and this is where we'll have the display. So at the corner here, we are planning to have a 4U cabinet where all these cables will be bunched, and the only connection that will be between the cabinet and this display screen is just an HDMI cable. So that's the plan that's ongoing, and that's what is going, the process that are going on right now. Thank you. So this is where the process begins. This is the guy who was on the lower floor with the cable. So he's giving the cable to someone else who is here. Let's just find the trapdoor. Omosh? Where are you? Where are you? So this is ground floor. So that is from outside where the gentleman is, the first gentleman is. And then you come here. So when you get in, on the ground floor roof, there must be someone. Where are you? Come, we want to see you. So this is the guy who is receiving the cable from the ground. So after he's received the cable from the ground, then he directs it to the guy who is on the first floor roof. So this is, yeah, come, we need to see you.
Why?
No, you can even use the torch, eh? We can see you if put the torch on.
Very far, very far.
Yeah, yeah. So the gentleman is there. So this is the gentleman that is receiving the cables from the first floor.
Yeah.
So from the first floor, from the ground floor, he is at the ground floor roof. So that's the first point where the cable reaches. Then from the ground floor roof, from the ground floor roof, cable is directed to the first floor roof. Let's go. So the cable is directed to the first floor roof. We can show you in a few. You just climb the stairs. So when you climb the stairs, then the second gentleman, as I showed you before, is supposed to be here. So this is the guy who is receiving the cable from the ground floor roof. So from the ground floor roof, he receives the cable. Then directs the cables, all the cables from all the 30 cameras. Then he directs them to this point, where the last point where the cables reach, the server room. So this is the last point where this cable reaches. So it's quite a process, and it's something that will take a bit of time, but it's a process that is ongoing, and because we have to ensure that cabling is done properly, and it needs quite professionalism, manpower, so that it can be achieved. So, thank you. That's what's going on.